So I received an assignment to do a documentary on the bus. Being recently influenced by Alex Hill's work he did in Rockford, I knew I wanted to create a video showcasing Atlanta MARTA riders. I had never rode the bus in Atlanta since I moved here, so needless to say I was really excited to get on a bus and just sit. The first person I asked to photograph said yes with no hesitation. Typically I would have just made their picture and moved on, but I really wanted to interact with them and talk to them. I almost treated them like an exotic entity that represented the part of me that wanted to be codependent on public transportation as they were. So why do you ride the MARTA?
I really feel as though it's more financially stable right now, because if I had a car the way gas prices are, I'll be running out of gas like every other day.
Right.
I only can afford to ride a bus, and it's getting so expensive, it's getting hard to do that.
Right.
Everything is going up, but your wages ain't going up.
But I quickly learned that making photographs was going to be more difficult than I thought. The next 3 to 4 people had all denied my invitation as if I were some weird pedophile trying to lure them into my dungeon. I had to keep myself from overthinking why these people were denying me, so I spent a lot of time peering out the window and attempting to read The Great Gatsby. Only when it got too loud, I would try to get up and photograph again. After being denied about 15 more times, I settled on asking one last person and then getting off just to walk back. The last girl I asked quickly had told me how she did not wish to talk, and I took that as she did not want me to talk either. Before she had the chance to tone me out again, I told her I was making a documentary and if I could take her photograph. She laughed and said, "I don't take photographs, sorry." I felt completely defeated. She had probably acknowledged how rude she was and yelled across the bus, what a horrible answer to get from someone. As I continued to read my book, she had decided otherwise and invited me back over to photograph her. I was so appalled by this day, I asked her, does she usually run into weird people often?
I've seen different things in life, and it may seem strange, but then you recognize that everyone just is who they are. You know, what's strange? No, they're just a new element of life that I had yet to encounter. And now that you encounter the weirdness, the strangeness, it just becomes a part of your realm of reality. So I don't want to really judge what's weird or strange. Kind of sucks how they break down so much, though. Buses, I mean.
I took her photograph and started packing up to get off the bus when she had come over to me one last time. She told me how it didn't sit right with her. She had only decided to let me photograph her when she realized it was for art. So she went on and on about something, but I don't really know what she was saying because I didn't quite understand it. I think she was determined to make it right somehow. So she went to the guy that I had previously asked to photograph, and he said, no, it's an invasion of my privacy. After him, she went to the Mexican guy that was sitting right behind me and asked if I could take his photograph. He had said that he didn't speak English, and so she continued her conversation in Spanish. I have to admit, I was so surprised. Not just 5 minutes ago, she had told me how she didn't wish to be spoken to.
¿Cómo te sientes sobre de Marta?
Bueno, para mí Marta es una manera de transportarme a mi trabajo o a cualquier lugar donde yo quiera ir. Es económico y presta un buen servicio para la comunidad.
Okay. He said that he takes MARTA solely for transportation. It's very economical, and in general, he likes it all. That's the gist of what it was said.
Gracias.